I mean, most people are operating under the impression that 2020 sucks, but like things are happening for us.
Does not apply.
Does not apply. If they want to take that as this year sucks for them, fine. For us, no thank you.
No, thank you. We've grown a lot and we've gained a lot. So I think
Minus weight.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Welcome to the Allegedly podcast with your hosts, Katie and Dakota.
It has been a long, hot summer.
It is. It has been a hot girl summer for us, baby girl.
It has been a full, all-out 2-week summer.
We love a good summer break. Summer solstice.
So as everyone knows, one, we love taking a little hot break for a second.
Little hot hiatus.
Yep. And then two, we love doing a little spot check to see where we're at. And we figured we haven't done one in a hot second, and a lot has kind of changed.
We say that every time.
Well, I know, but like we really haven't. Like I feel like a lot of times when we say, hey, it's been a minute, like we haven't really checked in, like not that much has changed. And I feel like this time kind of a lot
like
has
we have a lot
changed. Like we have a lot to say.
We really do. We really do. So where should we start, sis?
Well, so I saw someone was home on the road, so I would love to hear.
I was homeward bound. So as I guess where we left off last was in Denver, was working on the van, was doing all of that stuff. And I had gone home for the 4th of July. I think once I actually went home for the 4th of July, I kind of had a moment of realization, and I just it put things in perspective when, like I quit my job, I'm working on the van, but the whole reason I quit my job and went and like pursuing this adventure in a sense is like, yes, I want to go hiking. I want to see like beautiful things I've never seen, do things I've never done. A large portion of it is also to spend time with my friends and family that I don't get to see living far away. So totally. I think because I had such a good time on the 4th of July, I just realized like, you know what? I should come home. And then I also realized there's just like a lot more resources here that I don't necessarily have in Denver. Like being in a small town, I like have access to somebody that we know that can do something that benefits me, you know?
Absolutely. Well, and you went home and you felt the fame and the fortune. So it was like, we gotta go back and live in that space.
This town was not ready for a podcaster, but when I dropped in, I was ready to drop all the way in and be here for a little bit.
A local celebrity. I'm gonna get you a t-shirt.
Yeah. But yeah, so I left the end of last month, and then now I'm here, and my goal is to be here for only 1 month. Like, yeah, that's kind of like a stretch goal depending on like what materials I can get, like who's capable of helping me. But like in my head, all I have to do is put up a wall and cabinets. But I just like don't know what other things are going to come my way. So like it seems very doable. There's also a little, like date that is coming up at the very ends of the month, if you know what I'm saying, that I want to try to be a part of and travel for.
Absolutely. So that kind of like spirals into
Spoiler alert.
No, not even that, but just like a little hot question. So right before we hopped on, my mom looks at me and she says, so when is Dakota coming to visit me? I would love to see the van.
Yeah,
so
like I think
I told her I would ask you and get her the answer via the podcast.
Okay, so this is the thing. Whenever I was in Denver, the goal was originally, before like anything was changing in your life, I was going to go from Colorado up to Oregon, down to California because I was going to see my friend Bridget, and then wrap around to see you maybe in the fall when it was a little bit cooler, and then continue kind of on that path in the south to see my family while it was like fall, winter. It just kind of seemed to work out, you know?
Just then, like the vibes.
Right. And so then once I realized that I wanted to come home, and things were like popping off in your life, I was like, okay, I'll go home and then I'll go straight to Texas and see like my friends and family there. And then I'll go to Arizona. And then now my friend Bridget's coming back late from Taiwan to California. And then
Oh,
that kind of seemed to like flow in the right
yeah.
direction.
So
And
it's
then
like a reverse loop.
yes. So
Okay,
it's like
okay.
everything keeps changing. Like I
Yeah,
think that my ideal map is kind of Texas first, Arizona first, just because
yeah.
those are friends that I actually want to see, not
Oh,
just
thank you, thank you.
destinations, you know what I mean? But I also like want to be in admirable weather or comfortable weather. So just like everything else, like I don't have like a full on ironed out plan, but these are like kind of my ideas. That's like what's running through my head right now.
So what you're saying to my mom is I commit to nothing.
I am staying consistent with how I've always operated.
Mama hen. PSA, Dakota commits to nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think my goal is though
Yeah,
to be out of here at the end of August, start of
that's
September.
exciting.
Yeah, but
So how was, because I mean, it was not a short drive. So like
she was not.
how was your first drive? How was your first experience?
Mhm.
I know you'll plug it, but like full vlog on Dakota's YouTube. There will be multiple parts. It's a series, not a
It's a
just a
saga,
moment.
bitch.
But
Yeah.
without giving too much away so that we can, pull in the views on the tube. How was
Mhm.
it?
It was a 14-hour drive, just like straight driving, no stops, any of that. I like to stop. Like I like to stop every like 2.5 hours for water, bathroom, coffee, something, you know what I mean? Stretch
Mm-hmm.
the old leggy legs. So I left Denver super late. I left at like 1 p.m. And then I kept driving all the way to 3 a.m. because I had so much caffeine. And the only reason I stopped is because I was so scared of the deer, like deathly afraid of the deer.
Oh,
Because once you
oh
start getting into
dear.
Oklahoma, oh dear. Because once you start getting into Oklahoma and Arkansas at night, like there's always deer on the side of the road. And
Mm-hmm.
then if you don't see deer, you see like blood stains on the highway like every 10 miles. And that's not even dramatizing, if that's a word.
Yikes.
So I stopped at a toll road gas station, McDonald's, and made a nice little like 2 foot by 4 foot clearing of all of my stuff that I was traveling with. And
Yeah.
I slept on my back was on the floor, my butt was on the floor, and then I had my legs resting up on a box because I did not have enough space because I brought so much of my van life stuff and like materials for building and then also just like stuff that I need to live.
And he's tall.
He's
Not to
long.
not
He's
to
tall.
flex, but he's long.
He's what is it? Like tall, I don't know, tan and
Lanky,
handsome
but
or
you're not
something.
lanky.
He's lanky and skanky, baby.
That's so funny.
But like, yeah, I slept in it and I don't know. I think one thing that I really appreciated about the drive, well, two things, is like the vehicle itself. It was always weird driving it in the city. And like the
Yeah.
highways in Denver are kind of like the roads are really rough, just I think from the winter. Like winter
Yeah.
always makes roads kind of trash. And
Totally.
I never really drove it that fast. And I think that once I got on the road, like I was able to go like a normal speed and like
You were
feel really
humming
comfortable.
in
Yeah,
the
she was
van.
kind of like I'm a slow driver, so like slow to me is like driving the speed limit. But like I was able to do like 75 in like a van that is really tall and not long like a semi. So like
Yeah.
the wind was very scary, but I was able to cruise and it drove really well and I was comfortable and like relaxed. And I don't know, that made me really happy. And then also just being out of the city and like in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere, I realized there are more like camping, like RV, like rest stops and like vineyards to stop at too, to
Yeah.
my surprise. So I don't know, it just made me excited to just, if I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere and I don't know where to
You'll
stay,
be
like
able to find somewhere.
there's an option or I can stay at a rest stop just like every other trucker and it
Yeah.
doesn't feel weird. I don't know. It was
That's
oddly comforting.
exciting.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so exciting. That's
Yeah.
great.
So it's good to be back, and hopefully I'm very productive here and I'm able to like enjoy my time here, and but also like
Totally.
get on my way and move on to like the highly anticipated trips.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I
So,
think that's great. I'm glad to hear
mhm.
it went well because I mean, that would have been awful if you were like, I hated it.
Yeah, like if I was like not into driving it for that long,
Yeah,
uncomfortable driving for that long, and then just like weirded out by staying in it, like no, everything like kind of exceeded expectations, to be honest, and it's not
totally.
livable in any sort of way right now. So yeah,
Totally.
I'm super happy.
So I just thought of something that we should add to your van,
Mm.
just to like really spice it up. We should add a Ring doorbell.
Okay, so that's gonna happen actually.
I
So
love that.
you're able, like the new van, you're able to add like a cellular plan to it to get Wi-Fi, and I kind of
Yeah,
want to get that solely so I can have some sort of security like thing,
I
because
love that.
I know it's weird, but I also like really wanted to get it, especially after it got spray painted. So
No,
she's gonna
totally.
be. I think the thing that'll stress me out is being away from the van in like a city or
Totally.
something, and
That
all
you're
of
not
my
familiar with.
belongings, yeah, are
Yeah.
inside it. To where, yeah, having something where it can be like get away or sound an alarm or just monitor it even from the inside and looking out would just be really comforting.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea. Maybe we
Yeah.
should build a little roof on it.
So she's gonna have a patio. She's gonna have a ladder up to like a full deck on the roof.
I'm
I don't
just so
really.
excited.
I'm glad that all of your like natural ideas that you're having right now are have been in fruition and are coming to life soon. So, like,
I love
we
that.
have
I
similar
love that.
visions for this. Yeah.
I'm loving that. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Well, I'm
So
glad.
the thing that I keep mentioning is this like, ooh, this spooky, exciting event that's happening at the end of the month. And I wasn't going to say what it is because I want you to introduce what that is because it's the most exciting thing ever.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Oh my
I
God.
think, oh my God, oh my God, like, no. So I think a few episodes ago, we kind of teased
Hmm.
that I started house hunting, and well, she had an offer accepted. So yay! So at time of release of this episode, I'm obviously not in the house yet. I close at the end of this month. So assuming everything goes well, which I really don't have any concerns,
Hmm.
I will be in my first house at the end of the month, which is great.
Congratulations. No, it's so
Thank
great and
you.
it's a huge accomplishment, you know?
Totally. Yeah, I'm very excited and I'm pleased with the house. I was, super picky, I think in the process of looking at houses, and then I almost before I went and saw this house, I actually on the way to the house I was telling my mom like I'm at the point where I'm just going to lower my standards because I was getting so annoyed.
Hmm.
And then I walked in this house and it was like better than any of the houses that I had looked at. The only thing it doesn't have that I did want was a pool, but it has a hot tub and I feel like
We
that's
all want a
fine.
poll, but you know.
Exactly. Everyone wants a pool, but it's my first house, so it's fine. No, but I mean, this house is 600 or 700 square feet bigger than most houses I was looking at. It's 4 bedrooms instead of 3. It's great. I
No,
I
it
love it so
it has
much.
all the bells and all the whistles.
Totally. Yeah. So
And hot tubs are a vibe.
I know. Yeah. Hot tubs are a vibe. Like, just think about like date night in the hot tub.
Yeah.
I'll just lure men over. Come to my hot
It
tub.
kind of is like it is like I don't know, it's steamy.
Totally. Yeah. But I mean, it's got a great backyard with a nice, like, huge pergola with a seating area that I think will be fun. A big
So
water fountain,
that
everything.
word, a perugula, that's a foreign word to me, but like what I'm assuming you're talking about, it's those like really cool, like wooden awning things, but it's not like
Yep.
full coverage and it's got like the nice lights on it and it's got
Totally.
just, it's, I don't know, it's just like a really huge, like
Yeah.
stone ground where you can just chill and have a
Hmm.
bunch of chairs and just hang out. Like it's like
Yeah.
a perfect backyard.
Yeah, no. And there's like on the side yard there's a shed which is nice for storage. And then they put in artificial grass, which will be great for my future dog.
We love that.
Doggy door coming out of the master bedroom. We love
we're
that.
we're turf girls.
Yeah, this house was really just set up and made for me. So I'm super excited. And of course, I think I mean, we've talked a little bit about this in the episode where we did talk about house hunting, but like there's this weird taboo about like you don't talk about it until like it's, you
You've
close,
sealed the
it's
deal.
yours, like
Mm-hmm.
everything like that. And I'm just like I can't shut up. So we're going to talk about it, and I guess like well, nothing bad is going to happen, but should something, then we just like have a episode where I'm crying the whole time.
Yeah.
But since I am so excited and I just think that I can accomplish like the world in like a matter of minutes, I am having my housewarming party 1 week after I move into said house, just because I'm super aggressive like that. So it's kind of crazy because it's like literally nothing can go wrong at all. Like nothing can
Mm-hmm.
go wrong. There can be no delays because I'm having a party. Jen is flying out. You are hopefully going to be driving in. So
Mm-hmm.
nothing's going to go wrong and nothing can go wrong. Nothing will. And we're going to be in the house. We're going to be happy and we're all going to be drinking tequila.
My favorite drink. We're gonna be in there like swimwear so we can hop in that hot tub.
Totally. Yeah, but I'm really excited. Have I have shown a little bit of the house on like Twitter and then just my close friend story. Obviously, like my good friends, I've sent them the like full video
Mm-hmm.
tour and then like links to pictures and stuff, but I think that part of the house I do want to keep until, I move in and
Well,
can
you also
share
like
photos, and I'm making a vlog. So it's like
we're vloggers.
we're big time vloggers.
Well, this is the thing is like it's kind of weird to show off someone else's house with someone else's things still in it. You know what I mean? Like someone
Hmm.
lives there right now. So I think it's just like
Totally.
you want to show it off and you've done that to like the people you need to show it off to. But like it's almost like a respect thing for them too, just to like, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that would be weird or not, but like I would understand if it was or if they just like felt some type of way.
Yeah, exactly. That's why like the video I posted a video on Twitter. Well, I posted one because I realized I have an automatic shade that goes down in the backyard cuz she's so bougie. And then the video that I posted on Twitter of like the actual house was just like walking up to the house, and then the minute
Mm-hmm.
I opened the door I like stopped the video just cuz yeah, I agree. Like I'm cool with my close friends obviously seeing that and just kind of keeping that private, but then once I decorate, well, and I've shown off the shower because the shower is just everything.
Well, like if the same for me, like I think it would be more fun when you can actually get in there and like take the time to like show it off the right way with your things, the way that
Mm-hmm.
you would design it, the like way
Yep.
that you would want it to be, not just like, you're
Yeah,
popping in. We are excited. We love a little dangle in front of us that we can come after and
absolutely. Yeah, well, and like almost the whole house is like pretty blue right now, which is just like I like blue, but like it's a lot of blue. So
mm-hmm.
she needs to get in there and get some paint on some of the walls. So I've got high ambitions for like my very first weekend that I'm there, but I'm going to make it happen. And if I don't, like everyone, I mean, I'm not inviting anyone to my party that I feel like would like judge me if it's not fully put together.
Yeah, no,
It's more
100%.
about like, hey, we've got a framework and I've got tequila. So like welcome.
Well, it's not about. I mean, like, not to speak for you, but it's not necessarily about showing the house off. It's about celebrating like a huge achievement.
Totally.
Like that's
Yeah.
the way that I view it.
Yeah. No, I'm super stoked. it was definitely top of my budget. So she's gonna be just real frugal for the
Top of the
future.
badge.
Top of the budget actually was beyond the original budget, but it's worth it. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually genuinely happy instead of I feel like settling for something just for the sake of getting into something and saying something is mine, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially cuz I didn't want a like fixer upper. She
I kind
wanted
of I just like view everything, you know what I mean, as that just because it's fun. Now that I'm like a little construction worker, I just always want to fix things.
See, if I were to get a fixer upper, you would be moving in with me. Like
Yeah.
there wouldn't be
She would be
any
full
other
time.
options. You would be employed, living rent free as long as you did everything for
Yeah.
me. So, yeah,
That's
but I'm
funny.
I'm really excited. I feel like that's kind of the biggest life update
Mm-hmm.
as far as like I mean my finances I guess
Mm-hmm.
and just like I mean that's a huge milestone step in life. Additionally, I'm going to be going work from home in a few weeks
Mm-hmm.
in a role that's on like the team that I have been for years saying I wanted to be on. So that's pretty cool. Essentially, like all of my manifestations are just coming true. And I think this has to do with Katie Maples reading about July 4th because shit started going down after July 4th.
It did. It started going up in a sense. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
yeah,
everything
yeah,
started
totally.
connecting and everything was improving
Mm-hmm.
in the way that you wanted it, which is really exciting. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a really nice time, you know. Like I think
Mm-hmm.
I say that, you know, like there's a lot of shit going on, but it is a really nice time for us in a sense, and we're making the most of our situation, you know.
Absolutely.
And I
Yeah.
think that
Well,
most people are trying to, like, no one's like, it's hard to be stuck or down for the entirety of 2020.
mm-hmm.
But I think that it's nice to celebrate the wins and the happy moments, you know. It's just good. Like life is good right now.
I totally agree. Not to get into like the astrology of things,
Now
but
get it.
like beginning of July, I was like a mess and I was like, this is my life is just a disaster. And I felt like everything was going super bad, which was Cancer, super emotional sign, like Cancer season. And then Leo season crept up what like a week or two ago, and that's a fire sign, which I'm a fire sign as well, so it's we're all about action up in here. And yeah, I just feel like things are happening, which is really good. So
Yeah, that's
i feel
great.
I just feel great. I have positive vibes and I think like we both do.
hmm
um yeah,
Well,
so
cheers to us.
I know, honestly. It's like we just took a hot summer break and then we came back to brag to you guys about ourselves. It's not even like we were like, hey, let's talk about like some really intense topic. We were just like, let's just give ourselves a
Our
pat
lives
on
are
the back.
good.
But I think that's super important to do regardless.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
yeah. But we're back from our summer break. And I think we've got some good ideas for
hmm
kind of what the podcast looks like in the future, changing up some of our style. And I'm excited for you all to hear. I'm excited for you all to tune into our vlogs. Dakota already has one up about his like insulation and a little
Situation.
a little cocking moment.
You like
um
that moment? You like that wordy word?
I love that moment. And you know, a little Chinese moment, Chinese food
hmm
moment in the end. So, anyways, yeah, please check those out. Dakota's video is really great, and he's just very talented at all the editing stuff. So, I'm gonna have to take some tips.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just honestly, Google is your best friend always and forever, no matter what the situation is. But
Oh, you're
yeah,
just too humble.
I'm excited. I think that like both of us are just like doing new things and like sharing things in a different way. And it's, I don't know, it's fun. Like
Mm-hmm.
whatever, however you perceive like people sharing stuff on social media, ultimately it's such a great way to like capture a memory. And ultimately, like that's what we're doing. You know, we're just like capturing memories or
Absolutely.
sharing, I don't know, sharing the moment. And I like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm like really happy about it. And I'm excited to see it. And then I'm also excited to look back on it whenever I'm like, far beyond this moment and appreciate it and
I
hopefully see
totally
how far I've
agree.
grown even then, you know? So yeah, it's
Yeah.
just good. Life is good.
No, I know. I'm just like gleaming because I'm just so excited for us. Like,
Yeah.
I just think so many good things are happening. Kind of as we already said, excited to share it with everyone and, you know, keep the good vibes rolling, really.
And like as we do, I just like I want to reiterate like both of us appreciate all the support a lot. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's been really cool to see and like I feel very loved and it just yeah,
Totally.
I'm really happy about that. So thanks.
Yeah, no, I think July honestly was a pretty progressive
It
month
was a
for us
great glow up.
with the podcast. Like we saw some huge gains from what we were like previously seeing before. And just I think the support has been upped. A lot more people have reached out to me to talk about,
Hmm.
you know, their thoughts on the podcast, or even just the texts that I get that are like, hey, I'm catching up and like I found this episode so funny. Like I just think that's so nice.
It really
So seriously, guys, especially for those of you who know us personally, really appreciate you taking the time to listen to us talk. And I think like for those who have kind of joined on and don't necessarily know us, I hope that we're giving you, you know, a good impression and good insight on like who we are. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
super grateful for our fans.
And all the things that are happening in
Our
our life.
supporters, our supporters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, grateful for honestly everything. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, why don't you plug the YouTube real quick?
Yeah, so for my YouTube, it's the same. Like I'm trying to keep the same handle for everything. So my Instagram handle is at Dakota Etheridge, and then my YouTube handle is at Dakota Etheridge as well.
Yeah, mine is well, I don't really know my username on YouTube. I think I think it's Katie Henry. If you just search that, I'm wearing like a white shirt. Got some travel vlogs on there, and then I mean, I'll be posting once I get the house vlog done, and then also I'm doing like a diet exercise program right now that I'm vlogging the whole experience. So super excited to get that out. Those will both come in September, but I'll plug then.
If YouTube is just your drink of choice, like allegedly is on there as well, and you can find both of our accounts linked on that.
Yep.
So yeah, if you
Subscribe.
yeah, please
Please
subscribe and
subscribe to
support.
Allegedly on YouTube. We would
There,
love
we
that.
said it. We said it.
There, we said it. We plugged. We did our plugs.
We've done our plugs. We send our hugs.
So, since we have plugged and we've talked about ourselves, I think we'll wrap this up. We will see you all next week. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Please share with your friends and do all the things. We love you a lot. Bye.
Bye.